the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put...
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He might want another play. From the gun. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! And they strike first.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. In the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Abrams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Sets up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open on the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. Big fella moving.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, play physical.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3 from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out there.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Harden. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. That makes life really easy on me on second down.
Good timing on the quick out. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harden. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw. It's Bullock. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Sends it downfield. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moss. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He leaves it with his back. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Number 25.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Safe completion on the screen. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gators will kick it away to start. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Offense facing 4th down.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Handoff to the lone back. Hard running there. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles, man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Via the screen.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
First down for the offense.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Jones to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers want to move quickly. Motion from the wideout. Might be calling a hot route. Snap from the gun on third down. With the catch, it's Henry. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Memphis. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield.
The pass on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. Gain of 20.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Past the sticks and still on his feet. He stopped him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now sliding to his left. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Welch. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Welch. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Using his legs, it's Welch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Florida. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Givens. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second.
Let's go!
Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Completes it in the middle. Turning it on! Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's got the back in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Here's the pressure. Got a man in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, the quarterback did a really good job there, hanging in and delivering the pass, knowing that he was going to get hit. That really paid off for the offense.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Elmridge. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You can get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for the big play. He's got it down the left. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. That's one way to avoid a safety. Just get it to the other end of the field, and that's what they did. They've got it 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Unleashes one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Gets it out fast. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but he was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Quarterback on the keeper. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Finding an escape route. Gets it past the marker. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Gray. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
He's got him. Turns it on in midfield. Lots of running room. The 10. Touchdown Gators. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And that is a beautiful throw. Get it to your receiver quickly. Let him do the rest, making the quarterback look good. And if you watched Florida football back in the day, that is exactly why Jesse Palmer had a job. Throwing to elite wide receivers that make their quarterback look really good.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Givens. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback may change this route. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw. It's Bullock. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And the big game. They've got it on the 46.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Memphis wants to move quickly.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender. Understand the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Welsh. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Welch. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Running back searching for a hole. Breaks the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
And the Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Bullock. Right on the money. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Eldridge. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
It'll be a draw. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. The offense coughs it up, and the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And his slips just inside that right upright. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. USF has had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 14 to Syracuse. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to Johnson. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
To the air on second down. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
These corners going to give them some space. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, trying to find his man. This time it's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the head coach is looking real smart after gambling for it there on 4th and short in field goal range, but he trusts his quarterback to go to the right place with the football. Huge play now setting up 1st and goal.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Takes the easy one to the back. Still running at the 40. Across the 40 outbound and the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win. But this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Fires to the wideout. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Jackrabbit. Kill.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Grab behind the line. It's Gray. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Memphis.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. USF has had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 20 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Jackson. Gets away from one, finds room. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
First down for the offense.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Oh, look out. The ball's free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty. But the defense forced a big turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Working that left side now. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They pick up 10 and give him a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Henry. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jesse.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Second down coming up.
29 Philly.
4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Memphis! And they're on top here in would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you bet.
Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.